Well, this might be a cautionary tale that you shouldn't argue with those who are meant to judge you, but we'll get to that in a moment. First, Krystal Pino from 106.3 The Groove is going to recap Vegas week on Dancing with the Stars.
They definitely lived up to the name. Can I just say that? They definitely lived up to the name. So everyone refers to him as Grandpa, but he showed us he is not Grandpa. Last night, one of my favorites, David Ross, did a jazz dance, scoring 31 out of 40. And when I say he lived up to Vegas, I mean it. He did his own take on Magic Mike Live. The one thing I think you and I were joking about this morning on The Groove is that he showed off his fake abs. As you can see, totally Channing Tatum right there. He completely rips off all of his clothes, showing bright red chonies. I can't even stop laughing watching that. So yes, you saw what was under all of that clothing, and then when he ripped his shirt off, you saw some amazing fake abs.
It was like a plastic bodysuity thing that was, this was amazing. Did you see the tweets from his old baseball player members?
Teammates?
Yeah, that they were basically saying, I can't unsee that.
I also love that he revealed that his teammates like to twerk in the locker room in only their underwear as well. So it's like, oh sure, take jabs at me if you want, but I just want you to know, you guys all do the same thing in the locker room.
There's the red chonies you were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll call this one the funny one of the night.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the best way to a woman's heart, right?
Yeah.
Is through her laughing, is through her funny bones.
Well,
so
let's go to the top of the, who are some of the top people?
Well, who runs the world, Tina Jennings? Girls, just saying. All right. Top three were, of course, the ladies. Nancy Kerrigan, she danced the samba, scored a 33 out of 40, and she absolutely killed it to the point that she had Bruno basically like salivating off her performance. Len raved it was the best dance I've seen all season. I'm like, really, Len? We're barely into it.
Yeah, I was like, is this what?
How much of a compliment?
3?
Is that? It also helped that Ricky Martin showed up to her dance practice, sort of showed her how to shake her bonbon, and then she absolutely did it. So she killed it. Another female that totally knocked it out of the park, Heather Morris, which I'm telling you, this is who I am saying is going to win.
You think it's going to be Heather?
Yes,
she channeled her inner Britney.
Oh, totally channeled her inner Britney Spears. She did her take on Toxic, the Toxic Tango, scoring a 33 out of 40. Now, as you know, if you don't know, her partner Max is out with a calf injury, so she's dancing with troop member and fellow So You Think You Can Dance alum, Alan Bernstein. I absolutely loved it. So did the judges. They say you brought Britney to the ballroom. Max made it very clear, though. Don't get comfortable, Alan. I will be back full recovery mode next week.
No, Heather got the first 9 of the season. She tied with Nancy, but who was top?
All right, so coming in at the top spot, Normani. If everybody's like, who's Normani? She is a member of Fifth Harmony, and she absolutely killed it. She looked beautiful in her ensemble, scoring a 34 out of 40, dancing the foxtrot. Everybody says she hit the jackpot, which I absolutely think she did. I don't know if you knew this. She was suffering from jet lag. She came from a trip in Hong Kong to be out here to do this dance. So
this was like last week, because her and her partner have to keep going with Fifth Harmony, so they're practicing while she's touring and then coming back for the show.
I mean, if that doesn't say enough about her stamina, I don't know what will. That's hard.
So she was top. Let's go down to the bottom.
Well, to no one's surprise, we have Mr. T dancing the foxtrot. He scored a 24 out of 40. However, the judges were very positive with him. They said, you know, you were great. You're a little stiff, but you did well. So he was one of the bottoms. Also, Nick, the Bachelor, he scored a 26 out of 40 dancing the tango. He said, you know, in the past few years, I haven't really focused on dancing. I've been focusing on the ladies, which I'm sure you can tell. It's like, really, guy, come on, man.
We said on The Groove that William Shatner is on a campaign to get him kicked off of Dancing with the Stars. He thinks he's horrible.
And it might just be working because he was in the bottom too. And finally, the one we like to call the intoxicated ant.
Drunk ant.
Yes, Charo, she danced the foxtrot, scored also a 24 out of 30. Her powder blue dress actually scored a 4.5 out of 5 stars for blang blang. Look at your face. Tina's face says it all.
I don't know.
Of course,
it came down to Nick and Charo.
Someone has to be voted off, and that someone was
Drunk Ant.
Yes. Nobody likes to say bye to the drunk aunt at the party. They're like, no.
No, but she didn't go without kicking and screaming, because what did she say as she was leaving?
Well, as you mentioned, you probably don't want to argue with the people that are judging you, and that's what she was doing. When she left, she told Bruno, I'll see you in the parking lot, Bruno. It's like, oh, now we're threatening. That's great.
But Nick was at the bottom too, and they did mention that if he had gone home, that would have been the earliest any Bachelor person would have gone home. So he saved himself from that embarrassment.
You don't want to be known as that guy. Like, hey, you were the Bachelor and you were the only one that got kicked off so quickly. I'm sorry.
We'll see. Well, there's going to be another episode, another person going home. Make sure to catch the next episode of Dancing with the Stars right here on KGN 9 next Monday. And tune in to The Blend on Tuesdays. We will recap it. To learn more, visit abc.com or 1063thegroove.com. Go vote for me for Dancing with Our Stars. I'm also